Here is your Africa News Update. West Africa. France ends its occupation of Africa's Sahel, leaving behind a trail of abuses. French President Emmanuel Macron has announced what security analysts are calling a strategic shift for its military forces deployed in the Sahel region of Africa. Macron officially ended the Barkhane operation as he traveled to a naval base at Toulon to make the announcement, which came in the backdrop of French forces pulling out from Mali earlier this year. The French deployment, launched in 2013 on the pretext of fighting militant groups that took over much of northern Mali, has been criticized by the Sahel region, United Nations, and other right advocacy groups for committing grave violations. A study carried out and published by a human rights advocacy group a little over a year ago called France's Shadow War in Mali presented credible human rights intelligence on the country's drone airstrikes at the Bounty wedding in Mali that killed 19 civilians on January 3, 2021. The drone, instigated by the airstrike, was a part of Operation Barkhane. As part of the operation, at least 5,100 French military personnel were deployed to 5 countries labeled as G5 Sahel: Burkina Faso, Chad, Mali, Mauritania, and Niger. While France claimed its airstrike targeted a terrorist camp, locals who were eyewitnesses to the tragic incidents told human rights investigators that it was in fact a wedding. Mistaking venues of social gatherings for terrorist bases have been sort of a trend among the United States and its Western allies in their operation in either G5 Sahel or Afghanistan, where scores of civilians have been massacred with little to no accountability for the forces or personnel responsible for carrying out those strikes. In its report, the human rights advocacy group investigators were categorical in stating France has a systematic problem in admitting and identifying civilian casualties. Their mobilization, officially justified by the fight against terrorism, has also been contested in several countries, including Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, where residents have repeatedly demonstrated against the French presence. The situation worsened in late 2020 when a Malian civilian was shot dead and 2 others wounded by French soldiers. The French army said it fired warning shots, but some bullets bounced and hit the windscreen of a civilian bus the victims were occupying. However, the Malian bus driver said he did not hear any warning shots. This has not been the first time French military personnel were found to be involved and responsible for civilian deaths. There have been reported incidences from other African countries, especially in the Central African Republic. In 2017, a 10-year-old child was shot dead by French soldiers, according to the Revolution Permanent website, which the military said happened due to an error of judgment. Furthermore, back in 2014, French soldiers in the Central African Republic were accused of child rape while carrying out overseas operations. But because of lack of evidence and challenges associated with the location of abuses, courts dismissed the case in 2018, leaving questions by civil parties unanswered. After Mali's army seized power in 2020, its military leadership ordered France to withdraw. In general, France has become very unpopular in Africa as a result of the occupation, influence, and involvement in West African affairs. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share, and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. And remember, Africa is watching.